going on, you guys? Rob's Way of the Highway here, and today is a day, because I don't know what day it is, because I'm just trying to stack up vlogs because I have no time for anything. So we're going to continue on the saga here. There's way more I'd like to talk about regarding vacuum cleaners, but we're going to switch topics to normal household batteries for a little bit. AA's, AAA's, C's, D's, quadruple A's in some cases. We're going to discuss why normal rechargeable batteries, for all intents and purposes, such as AA's and AAA's, so those are the common, right? Like they sell C and D rechargeables too, but AA's and AAA's are what's used most of the time, right? All these rechargeable batteries that you see on the market, they're all crap. They all suck. And here's why they suck. Let's dive right in. So, batteries. What are batteries? Well, we know what batteries are. They hold energy. We know what AA's are. They're in our TV clickers. Well, there's an inherent difference between normal alkaline batteries and normal rechargeable batteries. And that is 0.3 of a volt. And you go, well, I don't only care about 0.3 of a volt. Well, if you knew about voltage and you knew about electronics and you knew about electricity, you would care. Because 0.3 of a volt is a lot, especially when you stack it up for large banks, for kids' power toys. If you're a parent, you need to watch this video. Okay? Back in the day, okay, when I say back in the day, I'm talking about before Lithium Ion came out. Those of you that are millennials that are watching this probably have no idea because you're not old enough. I'm starting to feel like my father. Oh wait, I am a father now. I'm in my mid-30s. I get it now. Thanks, Pops. Anyways, back in my day of cordless drills, they had nickel cadmium and nickel metal hydride. Okay, NiMH and NiCad for short. Here I am trying, I'm going to stand on top of the spinny chair, even though, you know, my father would say, that's dumb, why would you do that? This is what we had back in the day. Look at these. This is a blast from the past. This is a 7.2 volt nickel metal hydride battery pack that's got 6 C size batteries in them. They run at 1.2 volts. Again, let's keep this number in mind, folks. 1.2 volts versus what is normal on a AA battery, like an alkaline. 1.5. The battery manufacturers are never, in my opinion, in my world, going to manufacture a lithium-powered AA battery. Why is that? Because they want to keep you coming back for 1.5 volt batteries. Alkaline batteries, throwaway batteries, batteries that you buy, Duracells or Energizers or Rayovacs or any of that crap you buy at the store, they're 1.5 volts. You use them and you throw them out. And they work freaking phenomenal. Why do they work better than modern day rechargeable batteries? They work better because they're the correct voltage. All the other rechargeable batteries out there are the wrong voltage. And that's just a fact. That's a fact. This isn't my opinion. This is a fact. Now, those of you watching going, well, I buy these AA rechargeables at my Sam's Club, and I could get a 20-pack for $19.99, and they work great. Okay, maybe. Maybe you got lucky. But if you're in the 21st century and you're in 2020, I would say that you're only partially right. Modern day Amazon remotes won't work with normal rechargeable batteries. They just won't work because they are some sort of proprietary wireless system that requires the correct voltage. Modern kids' toys, including little stupid remote controlled cars and toys that they get for their birthday for $19.99, require AA batteries. They don't work correctly with normal rechargeable batteries. All the door locks in the freaking house that you have that are like this do not work correctly on normal crappy rechargeable batteries, like nickel metal hydride. And there, other engineers might be sitting here watching this video going, well, the Toyota Prius is still built with nickel metal hydride batteries. Okay, fine. Maybe that's true. We're talking about household appliances here. We're talking about TV remotes. We're talking about kids' toys. We're talking about anything that takes a AA or AAA battery, even those toys that vibrate a lot, folks. Whoa, whoa, now that I got your attention, let's hone in on why this is. So let's go back and look at the charts. So what the charts state, and this is less of a problem if it's only two batteries running together as one, or in some systems, if they run the same way, if they both go like this, instead of one going this way and one going that way, positive here and positive here, right? They might only run on a 1.5 volt system. Well, then it might be okay. Then you might be able to get away with a normal rechargeable crappy nickel metal hydride battery. Some TV remotes, like Panasonic, for example, you have two AA batteries and they both go the same direction. That is a normal 1.5 volt system. So these little crappy batteries might work correctly. But any sort of piece of equipment, like my wife's electric shaver, requires 3 AAA batteries. They run, one goes this way, one goes this way, and one goes this way. Let's be perfectly clear. 1.5 times 3, folks, is 4.5. Okay? So what happens when you put, what happens, excuse me, when you put a cell that's only 1.2 volts, it's going to get 3.6 volts, not 4.5. Now you starting to understand why 0.3 of a volt makes a difference? Your stuff's not going to work as well. Door locks don't work correctly with it. Let's ramp it up. Let's look at kids' toys. Some of the kids' toys, most kids' toys take minimum of 4. So now you're running at 4.8 volts when you're supposed to be running at 6. Or some of the big toys that are really sucking down AA batteries. Or some of the ride-on toys that my oldest son had as a kid that took 8D cells. Let's be perfectly clear here, folks. That's a 12-volt system. It requires 12 volts of electricity to run correctly. Not 9.6. Okay? So, when you're looking at 2.4 volts difference, it matters. And this is why modern rechargeable batteries don't freaking work for the most part. So then you say to yourself, well, let's just go get lithium. Lithium's the way to go. There's an inherent problem. There's an inherent problem with this. Where do you think 18-volt batteries got their name from? 18-volt batteries got their name because they're 1.2-volt cells, and they had 16 cells to make them work. Okay? This is what it was. It was an 18-volt system. Am I doing the math right on this? Let's double check. Let's double check here. Because I want to make sure I don't look like a total fool, because it is actually basic math, right? Like 1.2 times 16. Oh, God, I'm way off. Hold on a second. Hold on. An 18-volt drill divided by a 1.2-volt nickel metal hydride or nickel cadmium cells is 15 cells. Okay, I was 3 off. So this is where your 18-volt power drill came from, folks. This is why you have DeWalt advertising 20-volt now, because they use 4.2-volt nominal cells and they only stack 5 of them. Okay, so a 20-volt drill at 4.2 volts is actually 21 volts. But it's a nominal working voltage of 3.7 times 5 brings you to 18.5 volts. And if you look at the fine print of the modern-day lithium-ion rechargeable power drills, they actually show 18 volts as your nominal voltage. I'm not going to get into nominal voltage and highs and lows on lithium-ion, but what I will tell you is this. Lithium batteries have an operating range of 3 volts, or in some cases 2.8, all the way to 4.2. It's a huge variable, okay? There's no such thing as a 1.5 volt lithium ion battery. It does not exist. Not to my knowledge. I'm not an engineer, so maybe I could be wrong, but in the modern world that we live in, it doesn't exist. I can tell you that, okay? So most lithium ion batteries are going to be between 3.7 and 4.2 volts, okay? You can't, that's way too high, okay? Some of the lithium iron phosphate stuff's 3.2 volts, still more than double the voltage. Not gonna work, right? So then you go, well, what are these? You know, my buddy Clace, turned me on to 10 volts. It's just a better mousetrap. It doesn't have a USB chargeable. What is inside these batteries? Well, you can go on YouTube and you can research 10 volts, and there's a guy out there that took it apart. The only thing that's inside of these AA lithium batteries, as I drop it on the floor, I probably broke it because the black cube ones are garbage. And they're not durable at all. Whole nother rant and rave video on that. you have an inherently high voltage lithium ion, and then there's a little circuit board in there that converts the electricity down to something much lower. So that's how those work. There's no such thing as lithium ion batteries that could be a direct replica with today's technology on AA, AAA, C, D, whatever type batteries, simply because of the fact that the voltages are absolutely totally different. Okay, so this is why you guys are still purchasing alkaline batteries, because, well, I got rechargeable AA's, but they don't quite work in this, or this, because they don't have enough volts. Okay, so do yourself a favor. If you want to do it right, and you want to have the best of the best, unfortunately, you're going to have to fork over, at this current point, you're going to have to fork over a ton of money. When I say a ton of money, like literally $30 for 4 AA batteries. Crazy money to get lithium-ion rechargeable 1.5 volt, AA batteries. Do they work? They do work. The 10-volt batteries work. I haven't used them enough, so I can't really say for certain. But what I will say is this: these batteries they feel better, and the way that they are shaped is much more like accurate with comparison to something like this. And you can see, because I just dropped it, right? Like, there's a little line there. There's a cap on this to do the USB charging. And the problem with this lithium AA battery is that, yeah, you can feel it right there with your fingernail. It's just chintzy. You could tell it's just not made as well. It is convenient that you can charge it through the USB there. But this little 10 volts are nice because it comes with a little 1.5 volt charger, and you can plug it in and use it. 4 AA's charge at a time, or you just do one at a time, whatever. But this is the latest and greatest in AA battery technology. They make these in AAA's as well. It is actually 1.5 volts. I tested it with my Fluke voltmeter. It's like within 1 or 2/100ths of a volt. So it's very, very close. So all of these pieces of equipment, like your Amazon remotes and your kids' toys, especially if you got 6 or 8 of them in a row, instead of running at 9.6 volts, it's going to run at 12. Instead of running at 4.8 volts, it's going to run at 6. So your stuff's going to work better, and that's it. But you're going to pay dearly for it. So, but in the big picture, $30 for 4 AA batteries. Yeah, that's a ton of freaking money, but it's still going to save you money long term over alkaline. So that's what I would suggest. I'm not an engineer in this field, but I have done so much research, and the reason why your normal rechargeable AA batteries, that you know them, the nickel metal hydride, NiMH, or God forbid you still have some NiCads laying around, which suffer from memory issues with recharging, throw those in the garbage, whatever. But normal rechargeable NiMH batteries, they suck because they are 0.3 of a volt off. So this is my rant and rave about why you need to stop buying normal rechargeable AA's. And there's Panasonic, believe it or not, makes the best normal AA rechargeable battery. It's still, the voltage is still off. And anything that requires series of them, like a bunch put together to equal higher volts, is basically going to have issues. Like, it's not going to work correctly, guys. So that's all I can say about these AA batteries. And I think that if you don't want to spend the money, fine, then just go buy more alkalines, and you'll go buy 3 sets of alkalines, and you'll be at $30 before you know it. Well, it wouldn't be 3; it'd probably be. You realistically, if you're doing 2 at a time, you'd probably have to go through 20 sets of alkalines. But 20 versus a lithium that'll recharge 600 times. Yeah, you're saving money long term if you go with lithium, and you get these ones. So that's all I have. I'm done ranting and raving about AA batteries. Like, subscribe, favorite, and thank you for your time.